We thought that, but leaked audio from 80 internal TikTok meetings shows that US user data has been repeatedly accessed from China when you said it hasn't been. And here's the other thing, following back on my colleague's line of questioning, in your own privacy policy, it says that you may share information within your so-called corporate group. Is ByteDance part of that corporate group?
If you're talking about the share of the entity with the share, I shared with the previous.
Is ByteDance part of the corporate group?
ByteDance as a holding company is part of the corporate group. Yes,
it's part of the corporate group.
Yeah.
Okay, so your own privacy policy says you have to share data with ByteDance. And if the CCP says, hey, ByteDance, you're going to do what we say, and you can't tell anyone about it because by law, according to that 2017 national intelligence law, they have to do it. That's our concern. Maybe you haven't done it yet, but my point is that you might have to. And that's where our concerns come from. I mean, over 300 TikTok employees have worked for China's state-run propaganda media. That's just from looking at their LinkedIn profiles. Okay, so and my last point is this. I want to say this to all the teenagers out there and TikTok influencers who think we're just old and out of touch and don't know what we're talking about, trying to take away your favorite app. You may not care that your data is being accessed now, but it will be one day when you do care about it. And here's the real problem. With data comes power. They can choose what you see and how you see it. They can make you believe things that are not true. They can encourage you to engage in behavior that will destroy your life. Even if it is not happening yet, it could in the future. The long-term goal of the Chinese Communist Party is the demise of the American power, and that starts with our youth. At any moment, they could demand that all of TikTok's data be used to design an AI algorithm with the sole purpose of promoting Chinese interests and destroying our society from within. You want to know why why Democrats and Republicans have come together on this? That's why we are so concerned. Thank you, and I yield back.
This is the TikTok CEO Shou Zi Chu getting grilled by a congressman on whether or not TikTok is controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. And the TikTok CEO's answers or lack of answers were very revealing about how much power the CCP actually has over TikTok. And it started out with the TikTok CEO pretending that he doesn't know that a bunch of ByteDance employees are hardcore Chinese Communist Party members.
Many of the workers who work at ByteDance, they're Communist Party members, right?
I wouldn't know.
This dude is outright lying right here, because as the CEO of TikTok, he obviously knows about the investigation by Forbes back in 2022 that exposed the close relationship between hundreds of ByteDance and TikTok employees with China's literal propaganda industry. 300 current employees at TikTok and its parent company ByteDance previously worked for Chinese state media publications. And Forbes didn't even have to do any hard digging to find this intel, because it was on their public employee LinkedIn profiles. 23 of these profiles appear to have been created by current ByteDance directors who manage departments overseeing content partnerships, public affairs, corporate social responsibility, and media cooperation, whatever that means. 15 of those LinkedIn profiles indicate that current ByteDance employees are also concurrently employed by Chinese state media entities, including Xinhua News Agency, China Radio International, and China Central/China Global Television. These are the same news organizations that do things like repeatedly deny China's genocide of the Uyghur Muslim minority, calling the reports fabricated false information, like what the Xinhua News Agency did, which Forbes found 39 profiles of current TikTok and ByteDance employees that previously worked at Xinhua, including a content strategy manager who was formerly a chief correspondent for Xinhua News. After the story broke, TikTok and ByteDance didn't even deny these connections to Chinese state media, nor did the Chinese state media outlets deny the connections to ByteDance and TikTok. But ByteDance's connection to the CCP gets even deeper. One LinkedIn profile representing a current TikTok feature strategy lead says that that person previously worked for the China Internet Information Center, or china.org.cn, a state-run web portal whose editor-in-chief is also a party secretary and former deputy head of propaganda for the Chinese Communist Party. During the TikTok employee's time there, his department published headlines like "Safeguarding Xi's core position is the key, Communique," or "Under Xi's watch, China's Sunshine Island basks in warmth of opening up," and Xi stresses importance of the Communist Manifesto. Ah yes, this is the perfect guy to decide what TikTok features to give the American public next, as TikTok's feature strategy lead. Another employee, now ByteDance's Vice General Manager of Media Partnerships, previously ran social media for china.org.cn. Among the portal's social media posts during his tenure were Facebook posts titled "Why China Needs Xi Jinping as its core leader," and "Human rights hype isn't good for the US or China." But the most damning evidence of them all is how ByteDance's chief editor, Zhang Faping, is also ByteDance's official Communist Party secretary. What you have to understand about business in China is that lots of businesses in China are required to have an internal CCP committee, and Zhang Faping is the leader of the one at ByteDance. And what is the purpose of an internal CCP committee within a company? Well, according to Article 33 of the Constitution of the Communist Party of China, is to make sure private companies implement the party's principles and policies. So ByteDance's internal CCP committee is there to literally implement the CCP's agenda. And according to ByteDance's party secretary's profile, he confirms that, saying that his mission at ByteDance is to transmit the correct political direction, public opinion guidance, and value orientation into every business and product line. So for the TikTok CEO to deny ByteDance's connection with the CCP is psychotic, which is why he later walks back on his statement.
Do you know of any other employees that work for ByteDance that are part of the Chinese Communist Party?
Like I said, ByteDance owns Chinese businesses and they operate in China.
You don't know how many, but you acknowledge many must be card-carrying members of the CCP, right?
They're in the Chinese business, yes.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't matter, that's ByteDance, we're TikTok, we are American. We're not controlled by China at all, we're out of reach. But is that really true? But really fast, if you happen to ship stuff online and you're looking to save more time and money with shipping, then you have to check out ShipStation. ShipStation is hands down the best way to ship because it lets you save up to 84% from top carriers like UPS, USPS, and DHL Express, while letting you streamline everything. It lets you integrate with all the major selling channels out there. It helps you keep track of all the logistics that come with shipping and managing inventory. You can even add your own custom branding with custom packing slip templates, branded tracking pages, branded returns portals, and more. And you'll even get free comprehensive onboarding support to get you shipping faster right away. That is why over 130,000 merchants use ShipStation, and why 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year end up using it for life. And you can get started by going to shipstation.com/JakeTran for a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months of cheaper, simpler shipping completely for free. Go to shipstation.com/JakeTran with the link below to sign up right now. Thanks to ShipStation for sponsoring this video. TikTok has tried really hard to separate TikTok from China, especially with their Project Texas thing that the CEO kept bringing up.
Data is stored here in American soil, is to move the data into the United States.
Project Texas was TikTok's grand plan to relocate all US user data to US servers in Texas that are owned and operated by Oracle, an independent US company. The idea was to make it look like TikTok just can't hand over data to China. But that is just simply not true, as TikTok has shown us in the past. In 2022, BuzzFeed published a damning article about how leaked audio from 80 internal TikTok memos shows that American data has been repeatedly accessed from China by Chinese employees. The recordings, which were reviewed by BuzzFeed News, contained 14 statements from 9 different TikTok employees, indicating that engineers in China had access to US data. Everything is seen in China, said a member of TikTok's Trust and Safety Department. In another September meeting, a director referred to one Beijing-based engineer as a master admin who has access to everything, which is not all that surprising when you learn that TikTok's own privacy policy says it can share data with ByteDance as its parent company. Quote, "We may share your information with other members, subsidiaries, or affiliates of our corporate group to provide the platform, including improving and optimizing the platform, preventing illegal use, and supporting users."
In your own privacy policy, it says that you may share information within your so-called corporate group. Is ByteDance part of that corporate group?
If you're talking about this, the share of the entity with the share, like I shared with the previous.
Is ByteDance part of the corporate group?
ByteDance as a holding company is part of the corporate group. Yes,
it's part of the corporate group.
Yeah.
Okay, so your own privacy policy says you have to share data with ByteDance, and if the CCP says, "Hey, ByteDance, you're going to do what we say, and you can't tell anyone about it because by law, according to that 2017 national intelligence law, they have to do it." That's our concern. Maybe you haven't done it yet, but my point is that you might have to.
But according to the TikTok CEO, all these connections with the CCP have nothing to do with TikTok.
I mean, the CCP holds what's called a golden share in ByteDance that allows the CCP to control one board seat in ByteDance. That's publicly
That's
reported.
not correct.
It's not correct. It's been publicly reported. They admitted to it.
You can on our website we have updated it, so we can give people more transparent information on this. They have a share in a subsidiary that is only for the Chinese business. It has nothing to do with TikTok, and it's for the purposes of content licensing in China.
It's just happening in the Chinese version of TikTok called Douyin, which ByteDance also owns. According to the TikTok CEO, that's where the CCP gets its golden share from. It bought a 1% share in Douyin and that's it. In Chu's opinion, that 1% share has nothing to do with TikTok and how it's run. But researchers have already found that the leadership in Douyin and TikTok overlaps with ByteDance as their parent company. But the final nail in the coffin that destroys the TikTok CEO's argument is China's 2017 national intelligence law. This sweeping law requires all Chinese organizations like ByteDance and every single Chinese citizen, like the one ByteDance employs and can access American data, all of them, everyone in China is required to support, assist, and cooperate with national intelligence efforts, and to keep secret the state intelligence work that they know. Translated from legal speak, everyone in China, including companies, are required to spy on the behalf of the CCP if they get asked to. So even though TikTok is a foreign subsidiary of ByteDance, its employees in China could still be required to access the data and share it with the CCP, because the national intelligence law also applies globally to Chinese groups, whereby all subsidiaries, even those outside of China, could be subject to the law. And because anyone who spies for the CCP has to keep it a secret, even if ByteDance or Chinese TikTok employees did spy on Americans, the TikTok CEO wouldn't even know about it because they wouldn't be able to tell him. So it's no wonder why a leaked TikTok memo asked TikTok employees to downplay the parent company ByteDance and to downplay the China Association. It's no wonder why ByteDance has instructed its TikTok moderators in the past to censor videos that mention Tiananmen Square, Tibetan independence, or the Hong Kong protests. And it's no wonder why revelations like this will probably keep popping up in the future. It's because no matter how hard they try, TikTok is as Chinese as they come. And the reason why the Chinese government loves TikTok so much is because TikTok is the perfect weapon for the 21st century battleground.
They're afraid it's going to look like World War II. They're afraid it's going to look like nuclear weapons blowing up in major cities. That's war, and the idea of conflict evolves. The reason World War II looked nothing like World War I, and the reason World War I didn't look anything like revolutions before that, is because conflict grows just like people grow. Why would we expect World War III to look anything like World War II? It doesn't make any sense.
In America, we think in terms of the next quarter, the next earnings report, the next year, the next 10 years maybe. But China, they think in terms of decades. And the best way to destroy an empire over time without going to war is from within. And the best way to corrupt it from within is to corrupt its youth. Because kids are the future. And TikTok has become the best weapon for corrupting the youth. Kids spend 99 minutes on TikTok every single day. That's over an hour and a half of conditioning every day. Most parents don't even talk to their kids for over an hour and a half every day. And during this hour and a half, America's youth are being fed a bunch of dumb stuff and basically soft porn. And what was that thing Saladin had to say about this? The famous Muslim sultan that ruled over Egypt to Arabia? Oh yeah, he once said that if you want to destroy any nation without war, make adultery or nudity common in the young generation. And TikTok is playing a major role in that. But regardless of how bad TikTok is, the bill that was introduced to ban the app is absolutely terrifying. It's called the Restrict Act, and it gives the government the ability to go after anyone they deem a national security risk, at which point they can access everything from their computer to video games to their ring light. The bill to ban TikTok is a Trojan horse to hide the fact that it is a modern-day Patriot Act for the internet.